Hello. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? How's everybody? Um, I needed to come on here and give you an update. I started to just type it in and put it, but then I changed my mind because there's actually a couple things I want you to know. Excuse me. First, how y'all doing? How's everybody? Having a good weekend, I hope. I'm having a good weekend. It's Saturday. It's like, hey, it's Saturday. They say that Saturday is Saturday. I don't know why I used to like that song, but I used to like that song. Um, uh, it's me, White Lunar Winds, and it's a lot. I have a lot going on. I mean, I am so. There's nothing wrong with being busy. I like being busy. I like my mind to, if my mind, child, my mind is not occupied. I get bored so quickly. Um, I'm multitasking. I'm glad that they have such a thing as multitasking because if I had to do just one thing over and over and over all day, every day, I'd be bored with that too. But okay, now the last time I was letting you guys know about the book. Now I'm working on the chapters. I'm going to do a couple of chapters. Um, and then I'm getting I'm getting a site together, or I'm getting an application together so that I can load it, have it up there. I can put the first two chapters in, and that anyone, once you like, join, once you join, or subscribe, you can go in and you'll be able to add because we're going to do it by paragraphs. You'll be able to add what you want to add to the book, to the next, from the paragraph above. You'll be able to add yours. Now, it's got us. We're keeping this in sync with what is the chapter, that not chapter, the paragraph that's above, where you're going to put yours below. So that has to be in sync. That has to. I don't want. We can't have it where it says, oh, let's say, Joe and Lil Joe and Susie May. They went to the fair, they went to the carnival, whatever, and then at the end of that paragraph, the next paragraph starts. We saw polar bears in the. You know what I mean? I mean, in other words, let's keep it to where it's a story. You know what I mean? We're writing a book, and the book that we're writing is just everybody's. The book that we're writing, we want the book to make sense, and I figured that the first two chapters I will base on. I'll start it off as a story, and it'll be something that'll be able to rotate no matter who goes for that next paragraph. It's so that it's in sequence and it makes sense. Okay, now there might be some paragraphs that are put in that I might take and move one place or move another place, but I won't change anything that you put as far as your paragraph. Now, I didn't think I had to say this, but I'm going to say it. I mean, there are crackpots out there. There are crazy, some people that just, they're not happy unless they're trying to find some kind of way to ruin other people being happy. That's just my friend. a friend of mine told me, that's just the way it is. That's just the world we live in. I feel like that's making excuses for people that do things like that. But I would not take and change whatever paragraphs, anyone puts in, what they want to add to the story. But it has to sync with what the story is, and it has to make sense. It has to blend in with the paragraph above it, so that it's, we don't want to be hopping all over the place. But see, the storyline is going to be about something that we all can relate to, something that we've all, it's happened in everybody's life. So there's something that everybody will have to contribute to it, because that's the whole thing. This is about, we're all just human. We all want the same things as far as good life, good living, good health, wealth, healthy children, healthy grandkids, So we'll keep it to where it's something that everybody, oh God, it'll be something that, it's something that we all can relate to. So, think about your paragraph that you want to put in, and don't forget, you have to let your friends know, let your family know, tell them, let their friends know, their family know, because we want to hit as many places, as many people. We want to get everybody if we can, but I say that we can, because I choose to believe that and think like that, because that's just the way I think. If we don't get everybody, we'll work with what we have. But I think we can get everybody. If word of mouth, and if you are speaking a different language, also I'm going to have on there, well, you have it too, where you can just put it in your language and it can be translated over, for the person, whoever's doing the next paragraph or whatever. Bottom line, I'm gonna make it to where it's everybody can relate to it and can read it and can understand it, and in whatever language you can hit it, and because that's the whole thing. The whole thing is showing that this is one world, we are one people, and anybody who don't understand that or got issues with that, you need to get on board, because the things like that is ridiculous. I mean, look at all the things that go on. It don't make sense. You're doing yourself a lot of harm. You're doing other people harm. Life is hard. It's fulfilling if you're, if you're doing what it is that it takes you to, to feel fulfilled. It's fulfilling, but everybody has their good times and their bad times. So why make somebody just got out of a bad time and now they're in the good times, and here you come to add more bad times to their good times when they just got out of the bad times. Leave their times alone. You want bad times, keep your bad times to you. Don't nobody want to go through that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? It's just, anyway. Okay, now I was going over some things, trying to figure what to name it. I came up with a few. I had one, let's see. One I had, it's at first I had, it's called All In. All in. Meaning, all of us, all in. Then I felt like that didn't that didn't do it enough. So then I came up with all over the world. Then I didn't really like that either, but I did see all over, because I was trying to think about it was like that would be AOTW, and I didn't like that either. But if anyone has any idea on what it could be named, the name can always be changed. If you come up with something and so just leave your comments or whatever on on here, and I'll take a look and we can put it out there for a vote. And somebody else got something better. I came up with, wait a minute, where's it at? Because I did have, is this the right book? Hold on. I don't think this is the right book. Let me see. Hold on, because I don't think. This isn't the right book. Hold on a minute, okay? Don't go nowhere. Let me see. What do it? Inside. And in there. Where's that black thing at? Okay. Okay. I think it's in here. Give me 1 minute. I write down everything. I don't know why. I don't know why I do that, but I do. Because I'm always coming up with things, and I hate to forget, I hate to forget. And if I try to just keep it in my head, and then I get other things on another subject that, and then those things that I really, they disappear and they leave. So, okay, let me see. Okay, I had all in, and I kind of changed that. I also had worldwide book, or worldwide novel. That could be one. I'm doing the mission statement, and I'm not very far on that. I just got a worldwide novel, all in, and we're writing a novel. The world is writing a novel. So I'm just getting started with the mission statement. What else did I have on that? I had something else. Well, those were some of the ones that I had. I also had all over the world. Well, I told you that one, but then I changed it to we're worldwide is what I did. The www, I put maybe we could use that. We're worldwide. I thought that was because of the www. Because we have to have, it needs a name, and I want the name to be where it's about all of us, and worldwide, that's about all of us. Also, you're going to be able to go on to see how the book is doing, and where we are, and who can add. See, I'm getting an application. I'm trying to get an application done to whereas when a paragraph is put in, and someone else wants to come and put their part and put something in there from themselves, that it's not overlapping, or it's not bumping someone, or that it's accepting each paragraph and numbering it without overlapping, or and then I can go back through and go over it and place them if they need to go in different places or not, because it might be, it's so many of us, and everybody wants to get their part in there and want to be a part of it, and I was surprised. I was surprised at the 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 feedback, and the people who want to who really wants to be a part of this. And I mean, I'm happy for that, because this is what I was saying, that started all of this. We don't see color, and we tired of it. We tired of those that do. So I was really pleasantly surprised and happy, and that there are a lot of people that responded to the very first one that I made, when I was saying that this is what we're going to do. We're going to write a book because we want the same things. It's ridiculous that anyway. Now, while we're doing the book, I have a lot of things that we're going to be doing, that I've got listed down, and I'm putting them in different perspective that we're going to do. For instance, I have we're going to do some things with teenagers. We're going to do some things specifically to the that goes to the ages of boys, young ladies, young men, young guys, in their age realm. You know what I mean? So that they can stay busy with that and just keep adding on, because this could be this. I want this to be something that people can, if there's something you want to know, or something you're wondering about, or something you know what I mean, you can go on here to that site, and I mean, everything is listed there for anything you want to know, with major points of view from people, from you, your neighbor. I'm just your neighbor across the pond. We neighbors. And this, I think, is a step to bringing us all closer to realize that we all want the same things. We may not want them at the same times, but who says you have to? You don't have to. Thing is that I've seen a lot of sci-fi lately, and I've even seen blue blood, but I know none of us have no blue blood. It's red. So anything that any ideas that anyone has, and they want to bring it to the world, you'll be able to go in the comments, jot down what you want to put down, and get a response, get responded to, and open it up to, so everyone will be able to have access to this. You won't be able to change anything that's already there, because nobody's going to change anybody's whatever was put in that is not for you to change. When a person puts their opinion and their paragraph in there, nobody's going to come behind them and change it. And if I change it, I will contact that person of that paragraph before it's changed, and let them know, and find out if there's specific words that they want to maybe change it to, or whatever, because we have to be really careful and on our P's and Q's with this, because it's worldwide, and there are many kids who will be pulling this up on this site. So we have to be careful. We don't want the wordage to be wrong. We don't to be off, or we don't want anyone to be offended. We want to show that what we do and what we say and how we feel is like our neighbor. I mean, we're not mirroring each other, but the basics of who and what we are, as far as thinking, seeing, smelling, touching, breathing, it's the same. It may not be at the same times, but it's not supposed to be at the same time, because we're individuals. But we're made up the same. And we all are connected. We all are connected. All the way. I don't care where you are in the world, or what you do, or what you don't do. We're all connected. like I said before, that little story, and I didn't even I forgot that story actually, and I meant to look it up again because I thought that was such a nice story, because it showed how connected we as human beings are. I mean, I'm clear over on this side of the pond, and you're over on that side of the pond, and within a 3 month period, these four people had different things to do and different places to be, and each individual's place had to do with these four people. When this person went from this here to here, that person went right to where that person left. You know what I mean? And because we are now, this person wasn't here at that, like I said, at that light when that situation happened. That man that could have got saved by somebody just pulling him back didn't, because the person that was supposed to be there wasn't there. And then that throws the whole vibration, the whole frequency off for everybody, because we're all, you know, it's like a domino effect. You knock over dominoes clean on the other side of the world, but there's dominoes that's connected all the way this way, like that, all over to this way, and the last one, let's say, stops at that door, or it continues through that door. Sooner or later, because it started way over there, it's going to come through there. It's the ones over there about to do it. They're going to and just keep on going, because we're all connected. Thus, my tree, my tree thing, the leaves, the branches, and the roots, my tree thing. I mean, that's how I explained it to myself, to make sense to me. What how you do. Why this and why that? And I wonder why, and I'm thinking, have you ever thought about, what I mean? We all go through that. We all go through that. I mean, I was at the point where I was looking at my finger, my fingernail, and saying to myself, I wonder if we are an atom, one teeny weeny atom under my fingernail. Just, I didn't even smoke weed. And I'm wondering this, you know what I mean? It's crazy. But crazy, but true. So, yeah. Also, what else we got going on? Beside with the book, I also, that's what I want to tell you. We're going to do, I started something called Good Morning Diary. And it's where you can do it every day, or once a day, or once a week, or every, how many days a week you want, in the morning and at night. And we all had diaries, or journals, or whatever you want to call it. And only thing is, this being the diary, and it's worldwide, you put what you would want to put in your diary. I don't want nobody in there describing, well, you can describe whatever you want, but just realize it's a worldwide diary. So whatever you're putting, other people can read it and can see it. Okay? So just remember that, because it's a worldwide diary. And this way, if there's any issues or something somebody wants to talk about, or something happened and someone don't understand it, or you put it in there, and other people will read it. I know I'll be reading it, and you will get some feedback about it. So keep that in mind. And I have the, let's see what's next. I'm going to be doing something. It's going to be called Mountains Retreats. And it's going to be for elementary school to middle school kids. And it's going to all be virtual, but it's going to be a very interesting experience. how Eddie Murphy said, you take a kid from the city and put him in the country, and well, it's going to be called Mountain Retreat. I might change the name, but I don't know, maybe not. But it's going to be virtual, and we're going to take weekend retreats. It's only going to be. I haven't figured out if I'm going to do it just for a few hours that day, or if I'm going to break it into 2 days where it'll be a couple hours on that Saturday and then a couple hours on that Sunday. But we're going to all discuss where it is we want to go in the world, and we'll start with mountains first. And I will. I'm going to make that happen. We want to go. Say we want to go. You want to go to Colorado. We'll do a weekend retreat to Colorado, and I will get all of the back information, all of the pictures, all of the information as far as if there's historic, the beautiful the pictures of the mountains, the different things that you have that you can do, different maybe food ideas of what they have. We'll have a like on that Sunday we'll have a bonfire, and I'll have everything set up and fixed so that what you're seeing, is the bonfire and I mean, we're gonna even have the crickets chirping. Now the only thing about that is, where my pencil go? It's gonna take me a minute to get that set up. I have to get. It's going to take me a minute to get that set up, and we're going to also do something called summer camp, where we'll do camping. We can have it where we'll have it at night. It'll be like a sleepover. You'll be where you are, I'll be where I am, and we'll stay up. We'll pop popcorn and we'll watch DVDs or tell scary stories, and you'll be there and I'll be here, and I'm gonna have everything set up so that and it's cool. It's cool because my mom, rest her soul, just in peace. Before she passed, I lived overseas for a long time, and I had I had 2 kids, a son and a daughter, and I was a new mom, and I didn't know a lot of things to do, and that's true. If you take their legs and you lift their butt up and you look, there's no instructions. There are no instructions. No instructions to a baby. Ain't no instructions. You just you just have to have a mom or a neighbor, or most women we prefer our mothers. So my mom would call me. And we got to the point where we would watch movies on Saturdays, and she'd be on her phone. The video, they didn't have the video phone thing. We'd be on the phone, just talking on the phone, watching the same movie, popping the popcorn, and we communicated like that because I was overseas. I was in England and Spain and all, so me and my mom, she stayed in touch with me, and she helped me through a lot of things because one was 2, and then there was Shantae. She was a baby, and I'd pull up and look on, the bottom of her butt. It was no instructions. It did not say how to stop crying, how to do. It didn't have none of that. So, my mom, she would talk to me. If they were sick, she'd stay on the phone with me, and we'd be talking on the phone. I'd get them to sleep, and she, phone bill was crazy now. Don't get me wrong, but see now, it's a little different because with the cell phones and the computers that do have the monitors, the screens and all now you can see each other and you can talk to each other while you see each other. And because of the plans that they got that unlimited, it's not going to cost you anything. It's not going to cost you a dime. So I wish they had that. But they didn't. They did not have that. Because my phone bill was crazy. But it was worth it. Well, I felt like it was worth it because I was spending time with my mom, even though she wasn't there with me. We were still spending time, and I'm grateful for that. I am grateful for that, very, very, because it helped me so much. I was so far away from home, and two little ones, and it was. But see, with knowing I could always call her and that she would call me, I stopped being afraid as far as wondering, could I do this? Was I good enough to raise, these two little things, they're relying on and depending on me to make sure that they're safe and that they're okay and that they're happy and that they're clean and fed, and they're relying totally, on me and their father. And we were kids. But the phone thing, I felt like I was blessed for that. Oh God, thank God they got phones. Oh my God. If they had this, if we had this, I'd have been in heaven. I wouldn't have said, oh, hey, let me have some more kids, but I would have been in heaven because, okay. Anyway, I've got a lot of things planned that we're going to do in between the writing of this book. I don't know how long it's going to take to write this book. They say books take a long time. And oh yes, I'm doing a children's book. I promised my son. No, I don't talk about this much. Well, I don't talk about this at all. My son, his name is Wandell. I'll show you a picture another time. I lost Wandell to leukemia, and before the last day I was talking with him, we were talking and everything, and he was saying what he would do if he had the opportunity to do for, as far as kids they actually have a whole floor or building or a whole half with kids with specific types of leukemia.